Continuing their conversation, North admits he has been concerned with Shin's theory, observing the Grand Kaio's mind, soul, and movements, but everything seems normal. Also speaking to Gas Karkle, the Namek can't confirm whether or not the Great Kai is actually using his own technique to contain Buu, but does not believe it should be so easy to copy. Shin brings up the possibility Buu is only pretending to be in compliance, though it remains a mystery, North simply knowing they need to stay vigilant. Calling out to the groups, an announcement is made that dinner is served. Chiming in mid-conversation, it seems Pan has no memory of her death or the pain associated with it. As Vegito jeers Cell from a few feet away, asking if he'd like to explain why he has 2 kids with him after the wish, who would rather not. But it seems one particular Cell Jr. remembers the details of his death just fine. Barking at one of the Vargas, or fouls as he puts it, looks like Bojack's gang doesn't plan to stick around. And upon inquiring if he wants to see the end of the tournament, he replies he doesn't care. Cat's group taking the opportunity to return home as well. But one final adventure awaits Universe 6, which we will see in time. In the audience, we catch a glimpse of a few familiar faces who have found their way to the Dragon World, while many more, a few of my favorites being Lee, Clementine, Claire Redfield, and Ellie. In their apartment, our heroes get ready to catch some Z's. And not long after, the entire stadium finds itself fast asleep. But behind the corridor of Super Buu's Universe 4, the Majin himself appears, confirmed not to be fully controlled at the very least. Wandering to the back of the arena, he lets himself into one of the rooms. Laying eyes on Dr. Raichi, he knows he must not wake the Tuffle. Scuttling over to Tapion, he taps his head with his tentacle, saying to himself, this will be a better way to use that monster of his, referring to Hirudegarn. Timidly approaching the doctor's crystal ball, he offers a free recharge, making his exit as quietly as he entered. Noting there are no participants in Universes 1, 2, 19, and 20, he makes his next move. Jottling down a hallway, we see at least one of the Piccolos still chooses his solitude outside. His eyes widening, Buu knows he'll have to be extra careful in this room, stating there's quite a crowd in here, landing in our own Universe 18's apartment, knowing Vegeta and Goku would be furious to receive any help whatsoever. The 2 halves of Gotenks, on the other hand, could definitely go for a boost. And since the Fuse Fighter will be his opponent in the next round, reaching out to the both, all of the secrets he has obtained about fusion are now theirs. Zipping over to his successor, Oob, he would actually like to have a conversation with his reincarnation, deciding to incept his mind in the form of a childhood friend. In a village, the young warrior calls out, beckoning anyone nearby to answer, when a beautiful girl informs they're simply in a dream, and it's only the 2 of them here. Blushing, Oob blurts out her name, Anju. Not able to face her, or rather him because it's really just MajinBlue, she grows frustrated, chiding even as a powerful adult he can't simply talk to her, assuring him again it's only a dream. Cutting to the chase, she questions Oob if he can perform magic like MajinBlue, but he believes himself to be only human, not possessing such powers. With a big smile, Anju inquires if he'd like to learn.
Cell never sleeps, so there's no point in getting close. As for the angry girl of Universe 16, she doesn't require help either. So it seems you're in need of repairs and energy. Pop and good as new. MajinBlue is coming to town!
With the Kaioshins, the paranoia of North and East has finally gotten the better of him, venturing outside to make sure Buu hasn't tried to escape, which Grand Supreme assures everything is just fine. Peering in on Kakarot, pondering for a moment, our little home invader believes he has an idea. And with his fluffy counterpart,
Ah, buddy!
Shush! Excitedly asking if he's come to play, Super Buu urges his other self to keep quiet, before bluntly stating, you better explain the rules of the tournament to this one, or else he'll surely do something stupid. Then moving on to Frieza's ship, everyone from Universe 8 has decided to stay out here, instead of the gifted apartment. Looking down at Frieza himself, who already knows he has no chance to win his match, so he'll have to be a bit inventive. Implanting a fake memory into the Frost Demon, where the Space Lord met with a wizard on a far-off planet, who taught him to. The rest goes unexplained. Joyfully hopping down the halls, he knows for the other, he has something else in mind. With Cold, he merely influences the idea that his opponent is a Saiyan. Just talk to him, they'll accept any terms for a more exciting fight. Finished with the Frost Demons, the next in line would be Gast, But Boo knows how foolish that would be, so the last one will be C of Universe 5, the old man who trapped Vegito in another realm.
What's happened here?
You!
Hey, but what's power?
How did he get in? Is that a question for me? No. My question for you is, how can I vanquish number 18 easily in the tournament?
The next artificial morning, shaken, Yamcha discovers 18 was somehow fixed up overnight, causing him great concern. But the cold-hearted android simply growls for him to leave her alone. She doesn't know how it happened, but she's fine with it. Oob, staring into the sky, realizes the ring is gone, when a Lady Varga begins an announcement, welcoming everyone to the third round of the Multiverse tournament. The fighting area has been changed once more, now taking the form of a disc on the floor. Also, the gravity has again been multiplied by 10, as well as a new invisible barrier installed, bearing a cylindrical form. It will only be activated during the fights. It extends through the low wall into the air, before revealing, unbeknownst to the host, the next match will be a classic, Goku vs. Frieza, urging both contestants to enter the ring without touching the low wall. Picking himself up, our hero is a tad confused. Gohan reminds, the gravity has been multiplied by 10 again, meaning it's now 1,000 times the gravity of Earth. Annoyed, Piccolo reiterates,
don't touch the wall.
While Goten mockingly wags his finger that it's against the rules to aid the participants, something the Sun family seems to have trouble with. Laying eyes on the black-hearted space tyrant, Piccolo can't help but point out the irony of this fight, though Vegeta knows it'll be over in 2 seconds. Walking towards each other, with a glint in his eye, the Frost Demon inquires if Goku would like to accompany him to his place. Reasonably confused, Frieza repeats himself, again inviting him. Our dim-witted hero utters, sure, why not? And we're transported to a frozen desert of a world, explaining this is an illusionary realm, only existing in their minds. If Frieza wins here, he wins the match, asking if that's okay. Always up for a challenge, Goku knows this will make things a lot more intriguing. But judging by the look on the Space Lord's face, what could he be up to? With little effort, Frieza hits the icy ground. Goku shouts it may be pretty cold, but that's about it, not thinking this will really give his foe much of an advantage. Shorting he should have chosen better. When the Saiyan lets out an uncomfortable cough, he then realizes he can't catch a breath of fresh air, and feeling his face. Cackling, we find out there is almost no oxygen in this atmosphere. What's more, the environment here will rapidly age creatures like Saiyans. As Frieza claims, his adversary has already aged 20 years. Between all these factors only impacting inferior species, Frieza proclaims he has already won this battle. Powering to Super Saiyan 3, Goku now knows every second is precious. But unable to maintain the form, he won't even be able to utilize his full power here. Realizing Goku's beginning to slow down, he wants to end this now. Popping back to reality, it seems Goku has won, as he boasts his victory aloud. Videl turns to her husband questioning what just happened. All they did was stand there for several seconds without moving. Then Goku randomly said he won. Familiar with this technique himself, he explains it was a mental battle. As a vein pops out of his head, Frieza argues the deal was if he himself won, he would win the fight, and this match is not over. Smirking, if you insist. One-shotting his foe, Goku wins officially, carefully touching the low wall. Again, he exits the area, as another Universe 18 fighter prepares for his bout. Piccolo urging Oob expressed caution. He may have sparred against MajinBlue back home, but this one is very different, still containing his evil half. Getting his sea legs, the reincarnate can feel how much more intense the gravity here is versus the gravity room. Hearing Boo enter, he quickly becomes soup. Before resuming his normal form, the childlike villain is ready to win this entire tournament.